Even if you are, it cannot.
Yo! Yeah, sir! Flex everywhere! Yes, 6 out that back! He's on the site! Woo! You got me tight! Let's rock! Get there like 8! Let's rock! 6 out the spot! Let's rock!
Pluck, 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 pop, pop. Listen, I am so excited. I'm still excited. Like, I'm still in my high energy celebratory mode. I'm looking at other contents and I'm like, every time I, get up to make another video, I'm not feeling the spirit, honey, unless I'm talking about yay, because today has been such a significant, high, impactful energy day. And honestly, I've been looking at other stuff. I've been looking at Candace Owens saying that Jamie Foxx and Neo should not apologize. Stop apologizing, black men. But the only video that makes my spirit feel good, makes me feel high, makes me feel alive, is talking about the one and only Mr. Eli, Mr. Yeezy, Mr. Travis Scott. Because listen, honey, Travis Scott was like a child on Christmas who has received the toy that he has been praying to Santa for. And that's a feeling that absolutely no money can buy. Let me tell you, no one can buy this moment in history. And guess what? We're here to talk about what the internet is saying about this. I had to come back and I had to make it known that the internet is saying, honey, no negatives about Kanye West today, honey. The internet is saying today is yay day. Listen, the internet has gotten so sensitive and so hyped up about this moment. And I think Travis Scott definitely deserves an award. And you know what I find people saying? People are saying that Jay-Z is proud in this moment. It is so incredible that I'm not the only person thinking that Jay-Z is somewhere nodding in approval and being proud. And when I tell you that, when I went on the Shade Room, right? I went on the Shade Room because I wanted to see how people were feeling, not they, because right now we don't even know who they belongs to. Does they belong to the LGBTQ community, the Jewish community, or is it that they is still a word that is okay for everyone to use? I honestly don't know. And I'm not even trying to be petty or messy. I truly don't know. But, I went on the internet, I went on the Shade Room, and the people were locking that comment section the hell down. They were saying no negatives about Kanye West today, honey. They will not be tolerating any negatives about him. And I'm like, yes. When it's time, it's time. And you know what? This is why I say to people, do not let anyone take your spirituality away from you. If you believe in a stone, for whatever reason you believe in that stone, keep on keeping that faith once you're not hurting anyone. Because Ye has fallen, and irrespective of his fall, he kept saying all to us that God has a plan for him, and he's going to keep believing in God, and he's earthing, he's out here, being like Eli. If you know the story of Eli, right? Many people seem to not understand that there's a lot of symbolism in what he's doing, and it's all about the Christian man who is walking this earth with that healing. He has that message. He has that book of cure. And he knows that there are people who are after him, people who are trying to make him look like an outcast. And he knows that those people who are telling the public that he's a bad guy, he knows that they're only doing that because he has something special that those people want from him. And he knows that, everyone else needs to slowly figure this out for themselves. So I believe that Ye's journey is one, even though horrible, even though, scar, painful, I believe that there's so much beautiful things about his journey, and that is one man standing up and proving something to us. And this is what I believe the internet has realized today. Cancel culture is fake. Because if we don't allow them to cancel us, they can't cancel us. Because when I look into that comment section where people are saying, Ye has proven that cancel culture is fake. It is fake, right? I think it's just a farce. And it shows you that the people who think they have power, how much power do they actually have? When we stand united like this, it doesn't matter your color. I'm not talking about color, because sometimes when I make these statements, people are like, stop the racist. The color discussion. It's not about color. It's about spirituality. Spirituality beats everything. DNA, color, all of that. And people loves this man. And it's not because of his color. Oftentimes, I think people don't even remember the color of Ye's skin, right? I think what people remember is his talents, his gift, the mark that he has made on this earth. And as such, I believe this is why people have received him so well in this manner. Like, when I tell you, like, I'm bursting with excitement. I'm bubbling. This moment feels so surreal, and it seems planned at the same time. It seems calculated at the same time, but also it felt like something supernatural, something out of a movie, something that you only read about in those storybooks. And I had to keep going back because I'm looking everywhere, right? And when I look, like, if someone tries to say something that even a bit shady, you see people, say, hey, look, no negative comments about you today. And that just warms my heart. And I feel like there's hope for us. There's hope for humanity. And like, there's so much that I want to say about this moment, but most of all, I want people to realize that Ye is not who they think he is when it comes to the negative narratives that are being promoted about him. And the internet is saying that we just miss this man and we want him back. Leave him alone. We want him back. We want to hear more of Kanye. We want to see more of Kanye. And you know that with Kanye and Travis on stage, the Kardashian Jenner shade is going to come in, right? So people are saying, Kim and Kylie must be there punching the sky. And Ye and Travis, they are two undefeated men by the Kardashian Jenners, right? Because you know that they have this thing where they believe that every man who dates a Kardashian falls, crumbles, loses it all. But they're saying that Ye and Travis Scott was able to, defeat that, and they came together. And as such, they have proven that, the Kardashian Jenners are defeatable. Some people say, you know what? Both of them should come together, expose Kim and Kylie. I believe that that's not something that they should do. Honestly, I believe that as time passes, Kim and Kylie will be exposing themselves. I believe Travis needs to focus on himself, his healing, his journey, and so too does Mr. Eli, aka Ye, because that man came out on stage like Eli from the book of Eli. I realize that many people did not get the context and what he's going for. Many people were more curious as to what's in that bag. It's the book of Eli that's in that bag, okay? And he's barefoot, and all of that. Some people think that, his foot is a bit too ashy. But if you know the culture surrounding earthing, you really don't use anything on your foot, because if you use grease, lotion, it attracts more dirt. When you leave your foot like that, when it's not oiled or grease, and the dust or dirt, it rolls off easily. The dust or dirt traps it, makes your foot more sticky, icky, and just uncomfortable. As a Jamaican, I can tell you that, because we do go barefoot a lot. Everyone goes barefoot here in Jamaica at some point in time or the other. It's a part of our spirituality, and at some events, like Kumina, it's important that you go barefoot, because that's how you connect to ancestral spirits in a particular rhythm, in a particular beat. You summon the spirits, and you move your foot in a particular motion, and that's how you communicate with your ancestors. So going barefoot has so many meanings, more than one, and it's just that I wish that there was more awareness out there for you guys on being barefoot and what it means, the symbolism behind it, and the healing, because the reality is we should not be in shoe like we are. The reality is we should not be walking on concrete like we are. We are energetic beings. We should be out there connecting with nature, grass, the earth. And when you do it, don't let anyone tell you that you need to put grease or lotion on your feet. It doesn't work like that. It's only going to make you more dirty, because if dust should roll on your feet and you want to quickly put your feet on your pants to brush it off, that dirt is going to create, with the lotion or oil, it's going to create like a mud effect, and it's just going to leave you feeling sticky, horrible. No. Do not put any lotion, any creams or anything like that on your feet. All you have to do is just leave it like that. You're not focusing on the appearance of your feet. You're focusing on your healing, connecting with Mother Nature, grounding, finding that cord, right? Send it down to the earth, and it charges you. We all have that cord. They tell us that, before you die that physical death, your spiritual cord is disconnected from the earth, right? Because your spirit dies and then your physical die. So when you get sick, the spirit gets sick, then the physical feels it. So when you're healing, you have to heal your spirit. If your spirit is not healed, then you cannot heal the physical. That is what Ye has learned. So how do you heal the spirit, right? Because you can go to a doctor. You can get antibiotics to heal the physical. But no doctor can heal the spirit. There's only one thing that can heal the spirit. And it's the animals around us, the sounds that the animals around us makes. So if we're completely clothed, those sound waves are blocked. Right? If we have headsets over our ears, if we're inside a building, those sound waves are blocked. So we need to wear specific garments that keeps us cool, that doesn't block sound waves, no jeans or anything like that. Normally, naturally made fabrics, cotton, right? And then you ensure that that cotton is a nice, good fabric. You go out there, you connect with nature. So the tip of your hair, is often connected sometimes, but you also can cover your head, because, in grounding, they tell you that there are fallen angels and they can mess with your crown chakra. So some people will choose to cover their head as a form of spiritual protection, but no one can mess with your ground cord. That's the cord from your feet that is connected deep to the earth, or some may say vortex, or the universe. And that's how you charge each time you walk. You can have a mantra. You can have good thoughts. And at first you may feel as though it's not doing anything for you. But then you give it some time, you realize that damn, all these things that I've been fussing about, you realize that it's not needed. You realize that you only need the simple basic things in life to survive. 1, 2, 3, that's all you need. And you then ask yourself, why have I been spending all that money to do all the shit when half of it doesn't even really matter, right? You just need to have the minimum. So grounding and connecting, basically, it detoxes your brain. It gives you that mental clarity. And this is why they call it being awakened. Awaken the soul. So once your soul is properly healed and once you stay grounded like that, you gain that sense of mental clarity. Some people do deep meditation. They may sit at a tree. And what they do is to send that illness that they have down to the earth or down to the root of the tree. The tree sends it to the earth, sends it through, it recycles and be something beautiful. Grounding is a beautiful thing. There's so much, beautiful things about it. There's a rich history about grounding. It's even in the Bible. Meditation. They'll tell you that meditation is demonic and this and that and that. Everything can be good and bad. There's good and bad in everything, but it's just how you go about it and the awareness that you have. So be aware of what you're doing. The most evil thing that we can do to ourselves is the words that comes from our mouth at times. If we're aware of the things that we're saying about ourselves, even about others at times, the manner in which we cast judgment about people without even having a shred of evidence or insight about the individual you're talking about, it can have some negative ramifications on you. And that's the reason why I will never say certain things, not even about these celebrities, unless there is something that provides some shred of evidence. We have to be careful what we put out there. And this is a lengthy video, but I'm happy I did this video. I'm happy that I was able to share some of what I know about grounding, earthing, being electrically charged and all of that. But I have to say again, today was an amazing day. It's another great day in history. And I believe that this is just the beginning of so many amazing, beautiful things to come. I do hope that the witch hunt against ye has ended and people just wake up and realize that there is another way of life. And the other way of life it's a lot more beautiful and it's a lot more rewarding. So that's all I want to share in this video with you guys. Thanks all for your love, support, positive, comments. I truly appreciate you all. See you all next time. Bye guys.